until they officially announce World War III, because, like, it's literally happening.
Hello, I'm a World War I historian. Like, this my special interest. I went to college for it. You can see, like, I'm currently researching to write a book. The parallels between what happened right before World War I and at the beginning of World War I and what is happening right now. It's really discouraging and, like, uncannily similar. Right before the First World War, there was a cultural obsession with, like, we're becoming too soft. Peacetime has made people, like, forget what humanity is supposed to be about. It's made us weak. A good war wouldn't hurt anybody. It would only make us stronger. And I've been seeing so many military recruitment billboards in my town where, like, I've just never seen that kind of billboard before. Britain had a propaganda department that they set up right at the beginning of World War I because they knew that they were going to need to, like, spin the narrative a certain way for people to sign up. Well, the new enlisted troops were training. They had the regular army go to France and, you know, try to do war the way that they'd done war for the past however many decades, hundreds of years. Of course, it very soon became clear that this war was not like the other wars that they had done before because this war had machine guns and like large artillery and shells that exploded that were full of, like, tiny nails and stuff. Like, all these mechanical advancements that nobody had really used before, and even if they had during, like, the Boer War, the war that came before the First World War, they were like, yeah, the machine gun's really for, like, you know, people that don't have any other weapons, like, we can just get rid of them really fast. It's always going to come down to men and horses. Obviously, that was not true because they had all this industrialized death happening in front of them, and they were like, whoa, we've never seen anything like this before. This isn't war, this is something else. So that's the precedent that we're dealing with. And to me, we're seeing that same kind of mentality of, like, we're soft, we need to go back to the time when, like, men were men, etc. And then also at the same time, we're dealing with the new technological advancements, which are just, like, so horrifying they don't bear thinking about. The new people, the new enlisted troops were training. They had...
This is Jeremiah 15:22. The sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. Shalom, shalom. First off, we give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Makakadash, Yahweh be your name for the Father, Yahushai be named for his only God the Son, the world ignorantly calls God, and Jesus Christ. I want to give double honor to our apostles, double honor to our elders, a great millstone, and taught you truth and will well. The salutations to you, hopeful life, preaching his truth and all honesty and sincerity. This is Brother Yahweh. Another lesson to the Spirit, power, Yahweh, Yahushai. And just a quick in transit lesson, just speaking on how, you know, close we are to this Third World War. It's pretty much started, you know, and your average everyday citizen just has no idea of what horrors is getting ready to come. War is nothing to play with, and a world war is definitely nothing to play with. And you see what happened throughout the history: World War I, World War II, and now we're in World War III. And what's going to stand out about this war, more so than ever before, is this time you're going to see the U.S. get hit. It's going to be on U.S. soil. The United States will be heavily involved more, you know, and the amount of bodies will be more. And the end of this Third World War is going to come when the Lord is actually going to return in the midst of the battle. So you're going to have a tremendous amount of death, pain, misery, and suffering that's coming, man. Tremendous amount. There's been so many different weapons and technological advances since World War II. It's insane. Okay? There's going to be 1,000 and more ways to perish. You know? And nobody has a sense of urgency mentally to understand the time frame that we're in, except for the prophets, the brothers of a great millstone, and those that teach the perspective doctrine and are following the instruction of the Lord, which is to bring out prophecies, not just talk about who Israelites are, but actually bring out prophecies. We're the only ones being warned right now. So we're the only ones basically expecting what's getting ready to come. I mean, yeah, you got a lot of people that are into watching conspiracies, and it follows people like Alex Jones, people like that are paying attention to the news and what's happening in the world. They know. White people that are woke, they definitely know. White doomsday preppers and stuff like that, they're paying attention to this stuff. But your regular everyday American that's just got a 9-to-5 job, no idea. They have no clue, no idea what's happening and what just took place, man. What Joe Biden just did by sending U.S. weapons, missiles to Ukraine, ballistic missiles to Ukraine, and Ukraine is now actively using them. That's been a declaration of war against the United States and Russia. Russia is going to declare war on anybody that is giving aid to them, and that to that extent. So we can expect something to happen like within this year, within a year's time frame, maybe less. You're going to see some death, America. You're going to see some misery. You're going to see some pain, some suffering. You ain't seen nothing that really hit this place for real, except since 9/11, and that was an inside job. The U.S. did it to itself for the money and to take out certain personnel. But that's been how long since that took place? That's been, an extremely long time. It's like, I'm on the highway right now. These people are just bugged out their mind, man. This dude's driving a fucking Corvette, and he's got to be going like 120, and we're in a damn traffic jam. He almost smashed right into the back of somebody, man. And another brother's on the way to camp today. They witnessed a terrible car accident, and the car was completely burnt up on fire. These people are just bugged out in their minds, man. Demons are just really possessing these people to become extremely wicked. But not to get too off track besides the point. That sound of battle is here, man. The destruction is about to hit. Get ready to get accustomed to listening to sirens. War sirens going on. Get accustomed to your eardrums down there getting blown out because you just heard a sonic boom from a jet flying above you or a missile flying above you. Seeing smoke in the air and shrapnel. There's other places, especially in the Middle Eastern countries, this is what they have to look at every day. They have to look at, and drive around rubble. Smell the stench of bodies rotting. Okay? Not being able to go to stores, power outages, because the power grid got attacked. No more going to schools, and you can't trust your kids to be able to attend school safely because you don't know if they're going to get hit with some side attack. Mentally, you got to immerse yourself and prepare yourself. That's going to be the new norm pretty soon. Some of your iconic bridges and stuff you drive across is going to be struck. There's that movie that came out earlier this year, a few months ago. We went to go see it. It was called Civil War, man. And what key to pay attention to in that movie is the scenery. What they were driving around and looking at. There's many military vehicles, abandoned vehicles, places halfway blown up. Like ghost towns. Go in certain areas and you gotta experience anxiety. Your adrenaline starts pumping because you don't know, who at that gas station, if they're gonna try to rob you and kidnap you or kill you and take whatever goods you got. Race riots and militias being formed. Women, hey, you guys are gonna be in horrible fear that day. You're just gonna desperately want a man that has the ability to defend you and has substance to where you can eat or actually be clean and be able to wash yourself. You're gonna be looking around and seeing what men look don't stink, that aren't in panic mode and just on a mission, straightforward. So everything, all this wicked stuff y'all put on a pedestal, it's gonna be done away with. A lot of y'all who you're with in these relationships, your men are gonna get drafted, and the ones that don't get drafted don't get killed in the civil war over here. If they weren't a man of Yahweh Shemel Shai, you could just forget about it. They're gonna be gone. So you have no protection. You're just gonna have gangs and militias, different brigades that are gonna be traveling about, and they catch you and see that you're a woman. They're just gonna have their way with you. They'll probably off you, shoot you after they're done. Take their turns. Or they may just force you at gunpoint and make you do whatever the hell they want you to do. They want, you to do. This is the future. This is what happens when you have war that takes place, man. Oh, and children. It's going to be a horrifying time for children. You're not going to see too many children walking around. There's going to be a huge amount of casualties. It's kids. People just aren't going to have the means to feed them. A lot of them are going to starve. A lot of them are going to get hit with bullets. Some of them getting kidnapped. It's going to be a society where you're going to have to be a full-grown adult to be able to maneuver and operate. So the key to all this, horrors that I'm mentioning to survive is you need divine. You need divine protection, intervention. You're going to need angels by your side, looking after you. You're going to have to be in a situation where it's like a massive amount of, coincidental situations happen. Just off the wall, freak, lucky type stuff go back to back to back. Man, he found this food. Man, he found this shelter. Man, they avoided this accident. Man, he avoided this shootout. Avoided this person. Avoided this animal, this beast that got released out of the zoo. Different ways to escape certain situations. Left and right, left and right, left and right. You're only going to get that type of protection is if you believe in Yahweh while Yahweh Shai. You are serving Yahweh while Yahweh Shai. And you didn't offend him. You didn't offend the Lord. You weren't, you weren't found blameless. Because a lot of y'all did a lot of evil. You're doing a lot of evil right now. You're not living your lives the right way. Some of y'all got exposed to this Israelite truth and you took it for granted. You fell out. And you decided that going to the position of a job and living in ways that's accepted of the world, you thought that made you more happy. That was the option to go, and then you lost your covering. So you're just gonna die, man. And there's gonna be billions that are gonna perish. Billions are gonna lose their lives. But those that are chosen, they're gonna be okay, well taken care of, eating, drinking, and rejoicing that the Lord's on his way back, and he's gonna deliver. You want to be in that part of the crowd. You don't want to be a part of the crowd of people that chose to live the temporary comforts of this life. and ignored the Lord, or they scoffed, or they did the worst thing. The worst thing what you can do is you become a scoffer and a scorner, man. And you offend one of the Lord's chosen ones. And you come against the ministry. If you did that, there is absolutely no hope for you. You might as well forget about it. The Lord is going to kill you. And it's going to be an extremely terrifying way, suffering way, ways that you can't even think or imagine would happen to you. Unless you sincerely repent and make it right with them brothers that you came against, you're finished, man. So this is just kind of like an interesting lesson, man, just speaking on the mentality of where you need to be in right now and what you should be expecting that's getting ready to take place on this earth. If you're not right within the spirit, man, if you are not right and you came against Yahweh Shem Shai, you're going to pay. So with that, Lord's will, lessons edify. I'm going to close out and give all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh. I'm going to give double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone, and Tasha's truth and will. The citation to Jehovah, pushing his truth, not his sincerity. Shalom.